Okay, so I'm Rachel from Bowley Clinic in Didcot. We specialise in body contouring, muscle stimulation machine, HIFU, and then we do all your injectables, such as anti-wrinkle and dermafiller and skin boosters.
Lovely. So lots and lots of options for people.
Yes, yeah, we have lots of treatments.
Amazing. And obviously, you work with us now, so you must have seen one of our ads somewhere along the way. What was it that made you click on that ad and want to have a conversation with us? Because you'd had experience with marketing agencies before that were very mixed, weren't they?
Yes, I've worked with previous marketing agencies. What I found difficult in the past is they would send unqualified leads that couldn't afford the treatments or had no idea about the treatments. And what attracted me to you and your advert is that you would send me pre-qualified leads, so financially qualified, because the treatments aren't cheap.
Yeah.
Body contouring starts from 6 sessions for £510. If people
Yep.
don't have £510 of disposable income when they come here, then there's no point in them coming here. They need to have disposable income.
Yeah.
So what I liked about your advert is that you pre-qualify them so
Yeah.
that they have that disposable income when they walk through my door.
Yeah. Amazing. And the very first person we did send through your door, you had a great result with, didn't you?
Yeah, we sold a £900 package to her. She had 12 sessions, and she's now a regular client of ours that comes back on a regular basis.
Yeah. And
Um,
that's the
and
nice thing, isn't it? Getting that, I say bad language, but getting that wedge of money up front and getting that great first client through the door, 900 quid. But
yeah,
it's that long term
so what
value.
you guys do for me is you sort the wheat from the chaff.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
you send me people that are going to become are my ideal client. We've had long conversations about what I'm looking for, about what my ideal client looks for, or what I look for in my ideal client, and you filter that on the phone. So that saves me a lot of time and a lot of wasted time in clinic with people turning up that aren't my ideal client.
Yeah. Because the experience you've had is what a lot of people is they hire a marketing agency as opposed to a growth partner. Marketing agency puts out loads of ads. They may well bring loads of leads in, but you're then stuck dealing with those leads yourself, chasing them around on the phone, trying to get them to come in. And then oftentimes there's no real working relationship between yourself as the business owner and the marketing agency, and it almost becomes combative. You're saying to them,
Yeah,
the leads are bad. They're saying to you, well, no, you're bad at closing them. And you're going,
yeah,
I can't close anyone that doesn't have any money.
money, exactly.
So how
Yeah.
do you feel like this relationship differs? Because we work with people as a growth partnership. We're running your ads for you, as well as speaking and qualifying and pre-qualifying all the inquiries for you. So how do you find this relationship different for you?
Because I think you very much have become part of my business. So you are almost like an extent, are my marketing department.
Yep.
You are part of Bowley Clinic, and that's where it's different. The communication's fab, like I've never had before. Other marketing companies I work with don't reply for days, or yeah, I'll call you tomorrow, and then you get busy and they don't, and then you chase them again, they ghost you, and I think you guys are always at the end of the phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, and
We're over communicators. I always joke with people. I'd rather you
yeah,
be sick of us than not be able to get hold of us.
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, and you really want to see my business grow rather than just I'll send you 20 people a month. I don't care who they are. I've done my bit. Here's 20 people. Yeah, I've got 20 people through your door, Rachel. Yes, but they didn't have any money to spend, or they didn't have
Yeah.
any time to come for treatments, or they live too far away. So you're wanting to grow my business with me, and that's the difference, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a nice tight feedback loop, don't we? Because we don't always get it right first time straight out of the gate. I mean, in this instance, we did first person through your door, ideal client, spent £900 and is now spending more money. But if we ever do have someone that for whatever reason has walked through your door and we qualified them, but you're sort of saying they're not quite right, you feed that back to us and then we
Yeah,
take that and adjust our marketing. So it's a collaborative process,
yeah.
particularly in
And
the
the
first
text
few weeks.
message system works really, really well.
Yes, talk a little bit about that because that's quite unique to us, I believe.
Yes, it is. Well, yeah, I haven't had it with anyone else before. It's usually a spreadsheet that you have to sit down and fill out at the end of the day, end of the week, and we know what that's like. Getting on the
Yeah.
laptop and sitting down, it becomes a chore. But what I like about you is so every time you send me a client for a consultation, within 10 minutes of that consultation starting, you send me a text message. Did the client arrive? Did they turn up? I answer yes or no. And then did the client buy anything? Yes or no. And then then the next text message comes back, what did they buy? What was the value? And that's really good because I've always got my phone in my hand.
Yeah,
So I can just message there and then. Whereas if I've got to fill out a spreadsheet, if I'm in clinic, I don't have my laptop with me but I can do that really quickly and really easily. And it means the feedback it also comes to you then instantly, and you're not waiting at the end of the week for
Absolutely.
a spreadsheet to be filled out. So it's very quick. And it's very in the moment and relevant. So you can then, if I say, oh, that client didn't have any money or came from too far away, you can act on that quickly rather than waiting for me to fill out a spreadsheet. So that's a really, really good feedback system. I really, really like that. That's the best I've worked with.
Yeah, good. Very pleased to hear. So, and you've got a dedicated account manager, in your case, a lady called Hope. How do you feel about Hope and the work you do with her?
Hope's amazing. So yeah, she gives me a little report every Friday of how many leads we've had. She is always at the end of the phone. So if I text her, this isn't right or that's not right. Yeah, Hope's great. She's really, really good.
Amazing.
She's on it. Hope's on it. And that's what you want. You just want a marketing company that's on it. Other companies in the past have taken my money. And when it's working well, it's working well. But then when it sort of tails off, so do they. Whereas you guys are there every step of the way.
Yeah, amazing. And what a lot of people watching this video might be thinking, oh my gosh, so we, on your behalf, speak to those leads, speak to those inquiries. And lots of people are quite nervous about that because we're representing your brand, your clinic. How do you feel about the level of contact you can have with the people actually on the phones? And how do you feel about, the amount of time they've spent with you for you to sort of impart on them, this is what the treatment does?
Yeah, so we've had several meetings with your booking ladies. I don't know, you call them ABS. Yes. And they're great. And so in the beginning, I did sort of an hour's worth of training about this is what you're selling. This is how it works. This is how many sessions people need. So that was great. And I think one of them, Ellie, she's great at like contacting me. I've got this client on the phone. They've got this and this. Are they suitable for the treatment? And so that's really nice as well. I want your booking ladies to be calling me, and I've got this issue. Would it work for this lady? This lady's saying, she's not sure it's for her. So that's great. That's really, really nice to have. That I'm building a relationship with them. So they're also becoming an integral part of my business.
Yeah, nice.
Because what you want is when people come through my door, they think that they've spoken from people from Bowley Clinic, that they've not spoke to an external marketing agency, that they've spoken to my booking team.
Yeah, and that we're able to represent your brand effectively, as well as, of course, doing the obvious, filter out, like you say, the wheat from the chaff, as it were. Make sure the people we're sending through to you are financially qualified, are motivated, want treatment, it quickly, and a series of treatments, particularly with what you do. But it's also just making sure that they sound, in your case, like Bowley Clinic. They say things that you would say as the owner of Bowley Clinic. And so we do take a lot of time and care and effort to make sure that that comes across. So in terms of what you would say to anyone who might be watching this video and is thinking, I might book a call with these guys, but how do I know they're just not like every other marketing agency? What's your best advice to them?
Book that call. Book the call, you will not be disappointed. And I think what's great about you guys is, there is teething problems in anything, but you're there and you're happy to work through them. And we regroup. Okay, so how's this week gone? Okay, that was amazing. That didn't work quite so well. Okay, we'll change this, we'll change that. And it's a journey. And it's not kind of that you've taken my money and I've got your money now and here's your 20 leads. Oh, they didn't work. Oh, well, we sent you 20 leads. I really like the fact that we're working together.
Yeah. And again, I think that's the difference between a growth partner, which is what we are, and a marketing agency. We are genuinely invested in your growth and all of our clients' growth to make sure that they actually see a revenue increase, not just a load of leads coming through the door.
Coming through the door. Yeah.
Or even worse, a loads of leads booking that then don't even turn up through the door and you've wasted a booking slot on them. There's nothing more frustrating than that.
And that's one thing I would say about you guys. Compared to other companies I've worked with, so far, out of all the leads you've sent me, there's only been one not turn up.
Oh, amazing. I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah.
Good.
And that's great. And we're not charging for consultations either.
No, we qualify very, very hard. We make sure we've got a commitment on file, but we won't take money up front because we think it creates too much friction.
Yeah, so that's great. I've only had one out of all the leads you sent me not turn up, which again, with other companies I've worked with, and that's probably with other companies I've worked with, there's usually a lot higher rate of people not turning up. But I think that's testament to how your booking ladies build that relationship on the phone with them.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like if you book someone in yourself, you would expect them to turn up. It's the same idea. We're doing the same level of qualification you would, the same level of rapport building that you would, just as excited as you are about your treatments. I actually know after the first training you did for our booking team, they were all like, I'm giving up my gym membership and I'm going to go and see Rachel instead. They were so sold on your body contouring treatments. They were like, this is amazing. I'm going to go and see Rachel.
Just lie down, you don't have to work out. Just lie on the bed. It does it for you.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant stuff. So obviously we're going to continue working with you into the future, Rachel, and we
absolutely
wish you all the best. So thank you for your kind words. And if anyone is thinking about working with us and wants to connect with you directly, are we happy to do that?
Yeah, 100%. Happy to do a Zoom call or a call over the phone. Yeah.
Amazing.
More than happy to speak to people who are thinking about it and not quite sure. And I'm happy to answer their questions from our client's point of view.
Amazing.